text, audio, and video news of the globe from Scientific Television.
Today's headline news. NASA hits back at Kim Kardashian's moon landing conspiracy. Dutch centrist Rob Jetten claims victory in neck-and-neck election race. Hurricane death toll rises as Jamaica aid effort struggles. India women's epic win over Australia fuels World Cup glory chase. India-US signed 10-year defense pact amid tariff turmoil. Former Australian politician jailed for more than 5 years for sex crimes. Australian influencer family moved to UK to avoid social media ban. Japanese series that inspired Power Rangers to end after 50 years reports. Louvre robbery. Could a 50-year-old maths problem have kept the museum safe? U.S. strikes on alleged drug boats violate law, UN human rights chief says. Israeli military's top lawyer resigns over leak of video allegedly showing abuse of Palestinian detainee. Several hundred feared dead as Tanzania election protests continue. Now listen to the detailed news. U.S. space agency NASA has rejected reality star Kim Kardashian's claim that the 1969 space mission to land the first man on the moon was faked. Centrist liberal leader Rob Jetten has claimed victory in Wednesday's nail-biting Dutch election after vote analysis indicated his party could not be beaten by anti-Islam populist Geert Wilders. At least 19 people have died in Jamaica as a result of Hurricane Melissa, Information Minister Dana Morris-Dixon says, as search and rescue efforts continue and authorities try to get aid to hard-hit areas. On a dewy Thursday night, Jemima Rodriguez powered India to one of the greatest chases in women's cricket to reach the ICC ODI World Cup final. India and the U.S. have signed a framework agreement to expand defense cooperation over the next 10 years. A former Australian politician, convicted of sexually abusing 2 young men he met through work, has been sentenced to 5 years and 9 months in jail. An Australian family with millions of online fans are relocating to the UK to avoid their home country's social media ban for under 16s, which starts in December. A Japanese superhero series that inspired the hugely popular Power Rangers TV and movie franchise from the 1990s is ending after 50 years, local media report. An audacious heist at the Louvre saw thieves make off with priceless crown jewels in broad daylight. Here is how a decades-old geometry problem can help museums boost their security. The UN's human rights chief has condemned U.S. military strikes on vessels allegedly carrying drugs in the Caribbean and Pacific, saying the lethal attacks violate international law and amount to extrajudicial killing. The Israeli military's top lawyer has resigned after saying that she was responsible for the leaking of a video that purportedly shows soldiers sexually abusing a Palestinian detainee last year. 14 current and former law enforcement officers are among 20 defendants charged in Mississippi and Tennessee with accepting bribes from drug traffickers for police protection in what officials called a monumental betrayal of public trust. U.S. President Donald Trump and his Chinese counterpart Xi Jinping have met for the first time in 6 years, raising hopes for a de-escalation of tensions between the world's 2 biggest economies. Tanzania's main opposition party has said hundreds of people have been killed in 3 days of protests following Wednesday's general election as an internet shutdown remains in place.